but this one should be a whole lot of fun. If you'd like to find out more about how to become a member of the ACO, AmericanCornhole.com, maybe even become a certified official. We had an opportunity to speak to a couple of players who had just come in town, typically weren't playing necessarily here with us, and came in. Jaden Hector is a name that I want you to keep in mind. He's 9 years old, and he was throwing just bombs. He was just through the roof, and he and his dad were here and really having a good time. His sister was also here, but they thought, you know what, he said, I have to drive sometimes, an hour to 90 minutes to get to a regional. And we said, well, you know what, you can become a certified official and have people come to you. How about that? But I know you know so many of the different certified officials, Linda Oglesby and Russell Tabers and so many others.
Diesel Dave, your buddy.
Diesel Dave, absolutely, and hosting these regionals throughout the course of the months leading up to different majors, and so we invite you to become a part of the ACO family, and the easiest way to do that is get all the information you need. And also, if you're looking for gear, boards, bags, anything, AmericanCornhole.com. So we look forward to welcoming you into maybe our next major. Who knows? Maybe we'll see you out in Las Vegas.
You're talking about all the regionals. Just in my area, I have 4 that I can go to. Johnny Box.
Yeah, Johnny Box, one of our executive producers.
He's producing this show. And
we're going
to
get the scoreboard reset, and then we will be ready to get these guys underway with their final down and back. Our lead official, Frank Gears, the cornhole dude, is resetting the scoreboard here on the Scoreholio app, and that's how we've been keeping track of the scores throughout the course of this tournament, and a great opportunity to work with those folks, and really a great tournament app. If you're running a tournament, you get everybody pre-registered, you get notifications of when you're up and ready to play. It really makes things go very smoothly. So we are just a moment away from getting Austin Cameron and Craig Ervin underway. Again, Craig comes in as the number 2 seed, running out of the blue lane, and Austin, who we saw last night win the juniors and
the co-ed.
The co-ed with Maddie McBride, so he's looking to add to his purple jersey collection and the plenty of hardwood hardware that you get for the trophies for these majors.
This is going to be 2 contrasting styles. Craig is a run in the hole, shoot airmail if you block. And Austin's it's got like several shots.
Yes.
Just whatever he wants to pull out at the time.
And what's crazy is he's got that loft shot, he's got the airmail, but he's got a brute force bag that, I mean, if it weren't for the board being there, it'd go through the wall.
Yeah, if we had radar on it, we would get a ticket.
Yes, it would. There's no question whatsoever. So these guys are going to wrap up Craig's final bag. He's going to shoot that airmail, miss it off the back, but that doesn't matter because it's just the down and back. And here he goes, Frank Gears, founder and president of the ACO, and also known as the Cornhole Dude.
Like he's got those finger motions down, does he not?
He does.
If you could put some of those orange airplane flags in his hand, I think
I'll tell you what. Maybe he didn't see the sign out front, no weapons, because he brought those finger guns. Those are the only guns he brought in there. I'll tell you that much. Have you seen those arms?
Yeah, I have. I also saw you get 6 points on him last night.
Yeah, you did.
How about that,
baby? And I've never seen anybody more unhappy about anything in their life than him, watching me score 6 points on him.
I know you had to brag about that at breakfast.
I'll be honest with you, it's so rare I forgot about it.
We like to have a little fun, too, now when we're up here.
Yes, we do. All right, so that is going to put Caleb Hurt into the singles final championship against the winner of this match. And again, Craig is going to have to win 2 over Austin, who occupies the king seat.
Look at that. He throws such a pretty bag.
That almost looks like a retail display up there to the left of the hole. Look at that, coming in low and hard just to give it a push. Now these much more decorative bags, but we're going to see if we can't get Frank to get the...
I attacked him out there last night trying to figure out what bags they were. He's throwing the new all slides too.
Yeah, here we go. Send it to the court.
Red lane, are you ready?
Blue yes, sir.
Are you ready? Blue lane.
Yeah, bring it, baby. Here we go.
That's big.
Man, we're getting it going.
I do love blue lane. Are you ready? Can I have the red lane?
Craig likes to start on that side, evidently.
All right. Well,
nice first bags by both guys.
Mm-hmm. I think you're right. It'll take a couple of rounds and some to be a little bit methodical, and then I think you're going to see some tricks get pulled out of the bags.
And look at that, a pile of mess, as I talked about earlier.
Pile of mess. We haven't gotten to the laundry basket, which is the term I coined, which has taken the world by storm. No one uses it, but all right, one right off the back there, and it's going to.
Craig put him on Temptation Island, as I like to say right there, and that's 1 point for Craig.
Did. And it's interesting, like you pointed to, you can see that whole pile just like that, one under, one off, and all of that yields 1 point.
That's right.
It would seem as if there'd be more points associated with that,
Yes,
but
sir.
it's not, and it's real simple. One on the board is 1 point, one in the hole is 3 points, cancellation, scoring, done, and done.
Yeah.
And as easy as that sounds like it would be to follow, sometimes I can't get there.
Yeah, you're the math dude. You figured out about the Augusta thing.
I did. It only took me 7 hours to do that math.
Good bag, 4 bags by Craig Austin, and there it is. The confidence, nice pull, like it's nothing. He just makes it look so easy.
He knew he was going to do it.
And Craig, he has it up there thinking, hey, I'm getting 2 points, and no way. I'm snatching that right from you, Austin Cameron says.
Well, and these guys, we've seen a lot on center court here with, 18 months, 2 years. It shows you how quickly you can advance that skill set. But these guys have been playing. I mean, I think Craig's been playing 7 or 8 years, and Austin's up, in the 5-6 year range now as well. So you're seeing a number of years of experience being fired away here on center court.
Yeah, it's starting to pile up the years of all these players now. Let's see, Craig, he might go up for these two. He does. He gets one of them.
Nicely done. That's a great shot right there. And again, fearless.
And he picks up 3.
Austin is going to go ahead and match him there.
Austin with a rare bag off the board.
Yep, but early in the frame, I guess it shows him what he has to do to kind of recollect his thoughts and whatnot. Now, we'll find out, Maddie McBride, his co-ed partner last night, may mention the fact she likes playing with Austin because he can put a bad frame behind him.
Yeah.
And we'll find out if, something like that just comes and goes, and we'll watch that throughout the course of the match. Right in the middle, left it wide open. Craig does over the top of the hole, gives him a little bit of an alleyway to work with.
And Austin, he knows he could have. Look at that. Craig went after that one.
Went after it to get it. He's going to come in and work his way up dead center, and he's going to pick up.
Cut the lead in half, make it 4-2.
That makes things a lot more comfortable, to be sure.
But like I said, these guys, that's what separates the great players from the good players. They're not scared to go up after that. And Austin, he's not as solid as he was last night to start off.
He seems to be having a little bit of trouble coming from this side as we watched Jack in the last match having a tough time going east to west.
Craig shook his head on that bag. I actually think that's a pretty good bag. He's still got the hole open on his side.
When I tell you, he is that pile of mess now belongs to Austin. Oh, that's rough.
That was a little hot.
Yeah.
Oh, and he caught his bag and went off, and this could be a big score for Craig, and it doesn't. No,
he lays low a little bit, but that. Let's see, we're going to talk that.
I think
he's going to pull 3 out of that right there.
Yeah. Yep, and he I know he's a little frustrated because he could have made that a big round there.
I think they both have spent the last 2 frames missing opportunities, to be sure.
That's a pretty good bag right there.
Very conservative way to start. Austin's going to step out to the side and get that get around from the left to the right.
Boom,
and he does.
And he nails it as you called it.
That one's, as Boogie calls it, gettable. I think it's still gettable for Craig. There you go.
No, it's not. I think he pushed it out of play.
Yeah. You think he can pull them all?
No.
No. He wasn't going to try.
Austin Cameron's going to probably grab 2 right here.
I'll take those 2 if you're going to give them to me. Thank you.
Yeah.
He missed the tater, but that was because he was posting the points.
Yep.
And I think Craig respects
he
that.
looked over and laughed. I think he heard you.
He came for it later, and it was nothing.
It's not there.
So both of them left each other hanging.
Yeah. I tell you what, over the last year or so, Craig is really, and look, on that side again, he's got a bang off, and that is so uncharacteristic of Austin Cameron.
Mm-hmm.
Craig has made himself into a really good player the last couple of years. Oh. And Craig's feeling like a shark right now in a frenzy. You get that opportunity against Austin Cameron, you better take it. Yeah, he's going to pick up.
Now he drops the 12. All four of his are underneath, so that's going to be a five spot right there with one off the back from Austin.
Yeah.
And I hear you guys say all the time, 10s don't win.
That's right.
But with Boogie's accent, 10s don't win.
Yeah,
it makes a little bit more of a poem, a little more melodic and poetic. But 12s often do just
They will
fine.
help you out. Oh, and see, that's such a temptation to go after that bag that's sitting there. And he went after it twice, and now he's got 2 over there out of play.
He does. Boy, I'll tell you something too. From this side, now he's gonna challenge him to go up and over. Oh boy, and it kicks and moves just a little left.
And let me tell you something. That was an on-purpose bag by Craig Ervin. He knew he was going to give up 4.
Yeah, but you're right. He wasn't just going to give him the middle, because when that middle is available, he is absolutely taking advantage of it.
And when you have a player struggling from one side that you're playing against, your goal is on the other side is to minimize the damage, to try to do all the scoring where that other player is struggling from, like Jack Harcrow on the outside arm. Austin seems to have adjusted, but still, he knows he's off right there. Oh, and it hangs up.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, that was a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
But I will say it appears everything that Austin threw that time, he was not risking going off to the left that time. He had compensated. I don't know if it was a step out or what it was, that he moved everything to the right of the hole there.
Well, he's good enough to adjust. See Craig's doubles partner sitting down there, Russell Tabor. I'm a big Russell Tabor's fan.
Sure.
Now, Craig's struggling a little bit on that outside arm.
Very similar to the last frame where he was headed that direction and he was trying to grab those, or he had put those bags up on the left side. Well, that one's out of play, so he's just going to have to take the middle and get it, and he does, and that's going to cost him another 2. So we're down to, what do you say, a 9-point game?
Game to 9, baby.
A dozen to a dozen right now. And again, keep in mind that Craig has to double dip. He has to win 2 games. Austin just has to win the 1 to advance against Caleb in the
I like the way Austin
singles
just
championship.
Chip away. He was down a little bit. Now all of a sudden, tie game. He seems to get rid of. He's not making the mistakes he was earlier. And Craig missed a few opportunities during that time too. And there we go. 8 bags in the hole.
Kind of right back to where we started right there.
Still with a game to 9.
This absolutely is a game where you can learn from your mistakes, just like any other game as well. You can learn from playing somebody much better than you as well, and we get an opportunity to see these guys, work their way through, especially in these blind draws where they're picking up sometimes players that may not have the same skill set level, but the way that they're able to elevate the game of a player that is kind of working their way up. So you can learn from your own mistakes, but you can also learn quite a bit from playing somebody so much better than you. Well, he took the chance on the shoot up and over, but bounced it off the backside.
See what Austin does here. He's got a couple options right here. He could roll one. He could shoot the airmail.
We haven't really seen the roll shot much.
He went for the airmail. And the thing about it, his airmails are staying on, and I don't know how.
I don't either. They're catching just enough of the upper arc of the hole to stay home, up and over.
But he pulled Austin's bag.
Is he going to try to roll this one up and over?
He's probably going to shoot the airmail again.
He is. He's going to go up.
Boom.
Oh, nicely done. How about that?
It is. If you notice, his airmails are always the same height. Oh, and 3 for Austin.
It's going to be a 3 spot. That puts him up, 15 to 12.
I was going to say Austin's airmails are always the same height, and they usually hit right in the back of the hole.
It would be interesting to see a side view of the arc on them, because they would be almost like a wave file with music. They would just be laid right on top of one another. You're right.
And then Craig, on the other hand, he throws this fairly high.
It's interesting you mentioned that because last night we talked about Johnny Box, our producer here tonight. He throws airmails and they don't come but 3 foot off the ground. And honestly, I said I don't even know how you get it up and over the bags, but he throws a dart.
Yeah, he does.
There's not a lot of loft on that.
We were in here talking with Game. He's saying he finishes pitch a little bit low, and he tried throwing a little higher, and so if you watch some of these guys, the release point all the time, the good ones are all pretty much the exact same spot.
Mm-hmm. Well, they've got that muscle memory that we talked about, and we'll see some of that, how that comes into play a little bit later on with the Hampton Farms Big Blindfold Challenge after we take a break. And we won't take a break until we've crowned a singles championship here in Augusta.
Oh, and there it is. Nice airmail pull drag right there. And Austin trying to clean up.
And Craig's going to probably do him the favor, at least for 2 of them. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, we're going to have another 8 bags in the hole, looks like. Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Well,
that was a good round by Craig, I thought. He had the chance to airmail drag early, left Austin's bag out there, made him have to push. That's not an easy push either. He was away from the hole a little bit.
When he picked up 2, and I think it was just one of those things. It's like, all right, well, let's reset now. We've got a very short game left. Let's just reset. He knows he has to win 2. So, I'm not surprised to see that 8-bagger now.
And now Craig could take the lead with a 4-bagger here. And maybe even more, but now he pulls Austin's bag in.
And that one just kind of bullied its own bag out of the way now, so it should be a 2-spot. Yep.
There we go, another miss-tater.
Going to be a 2-spot, yeah.
Craig takes the lead.
These guys are going to have to get some longer arms, I think. And he's going to take that first bag back out of the blue lane as the higher seed. And again, he comes into this game as the higher seed in this bracket, the number 2 seed, versus Austin as the number 3 seed running out of the red lane. And that's always an easy way to tell. We used to run red bags, blue bags, and we did that in the Pro Series. But that's why we came up with these pitch pads to give you an idea who comes in as the higher seed.
Is it me or does Austin look like he's mad all the time?
He does.
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't just me.
He was laughing last night at one
point. I had him
laughing. It was you got him laughing, and it was just so unfamiliar because he's always so dialed in and so focused. Yeah. That's a nice bag right there. Oh, boy, you saw that coming.
Yeah.
That second bag fell in like it was out of fear.
Whoops. And we have another lead change.
And the seesaw continues.
Yes.
So 17-16 gives Austin that first bag back.
Let's see if Austin can adjust coming this way. I think he's given up all his points on his outside arm, just like Jack Harcrow we saw earlier.
Mm-hmm. Well, he'll take that first bag, and we'll see exactly where he is, if he stays to the right or the center. Yeah.
Right down the main
exactly
street.
Where he wants to be, but it did come in a little bit from the right side, so he's compensating to make sure he's not off that back
and
left.
There he is. Good bag by Craig.
Nice shot there. Now coming with that low, hard push.
Yeah.
He put it into a gettable position, if you will.
Let's see if he can get it right here. He's going to try. Not quite. And another lead change.
There we go. All right. Well, this is when it gets really interesting, especially when one has to have a double dip, and Austin knows he's got to just win the one to move on. And an Austin Cameron Caleb Hurt all SVC final is not anything we are unfamiliar with. So you never know. But Craig's got something to say about that still. And I think he said,
nice block.
Come and get it.
Those Craig, there's a reblock. That's what I thought Craig might do the last time.
Oh, wow. What a shot.
That shot is so nasty.
Get around. Oh, and then one off the back right there.
Yeah.
That's going to even cause Austin to step back now and start thinking about his options.
You know what? That's to make Craig think about the last shot that he got. Even at a young age, he's got that gamesmanship about him, I can tell you.
Craig takes the opportunity to refresh himself from the drink holder. And that's a good bag right there. That forces a lot of work to be done. Up and over.
Look at the confidence of Craig, though. I love it.
And there was no doubt. Yeah. There was no doubt. Up and over.
And he gets a wash out of it.
You know what? I tell you what.
Yeah.
That aggressive play, I love seeing that from the younger players. I love it. But we have seen that a lot this past tournament and the one before. A lot of gutsy plays that did not pay off. And that's what's so funny is the 3 majors prior, they all did.
Yeah,
almost everybody that went for a big guts and glory play got it.
You know, we got a couple air fails on that round.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, you know. Oh, and tell you one thing, Austin has to finish strong here.
He does. He's got one sitting out in no man's land there at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, that was a big airmail by Craig.
It really was. And just so confident and so sure.
And we get another wash.
It's going to be a wash. And he knows he missed that opportunity because that one was not, it was untouchable out there to the right-hand side. But
man, I tell you what, this has actually been a fun game right here, Fed.
For everybody except those two.
Absolutely. Their stress level's way up right now.
More crowd continues to gather around center court here at the kids' table at the Columbia County Exhibition Center. Great hosts for the entire weekend. And, boy, I tell you, year in and year out, we always have a good time. Yeah. They always bring us pretty nice weather.
This has been every year I've been here that they've had it, so it's been really nice. Oh, and if I'm Craig, I'm probably going down and take a look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's going to be the game right here.
That's going to do it because...
and it didn't.
Leaves him off.
He's a little hot.
He came in low thinking he was going to get the push and the follow. And
Craig's going to take a sip of his adult beverage back there and say,
about that
thank you.
Yep. And who was it that stepped back to make the other think about his shot before?
He did.
Yeah. Right. I noticed no tater was offered nor missed that particular time either.
I tell you what, I actually thought that was going to be the game.
Yeah, that should have been, based on Austin's pass, that should have been just a big push and finish it off.
He threw it a little hot, and it went right past the hole.
And again, he's playing with new bags, new to him. That one's going in, and I'm sure that'll be cleaned up here.
Yeah. Craig wouldn't mind replacing, push in place.
Now he replaced with one that is in a bit of a tough spot. You're coming in hard to the left.
There it is. That's a nice clean up.
Very well collected.
Oh,
boy, how about that? And another one.
There we go, man. What a game, man. What a game.
I'll tell you what, every single one of those looked like they were on the same zip line, didn't they?
It did. Man, the ups and downs of this game have been like amazing.
I'll tell you something. As we work our way through crowning a singles championship and a champion here tonight in Augusta, who's going to grab that purple jersey and another trophy to add to their collection. We're going to have doubles hopefully here coming up in a while. We're going to be able to show you our elimination final and our doubles final as well.
Yeah.
So before we wrap things up here on Stadium, we'll look to bring all of that to you here from center court.
Nice.
It's a nice bag, using his low block there as a little bit of a cushion to slow it down just a touch.
Oh, and Craig didn't do himself any favors right there.
No, that could be it because he pushed that low block bag up into pushable position.
That's why that kid is so good at
That's
that.
what you thought he was going to do to end the game there before.
Yeah.
Everything he can do, he
And
do.
that's going to be it.
And that's going to wrap it up. All right. Well, it only took one, and we're going to have an all-SVC final.
Yeah.
As they exchange hugs, no taters on this one. Craig Ervin comes into the bracket in the number 2 seed position.
Yeah.
But falls to Austin Cameron, the number 3 seed position. So we will have an all-SVC final when all is said and done. Caleb Hurt versus Austin Cameron.
ACO, we are Cornhole.